Are you going on a cruise that stops in Costa Maya, Mexico? If you are, we've got you covered with a tour. The port of Costa Maya sits on the very southeastern part of Mexico, right along the Guatemalan border. When your cruise ship first arrives, you are going to arrive fairly far out on the pier. However, there is a free trolley that will take you back and forth. That being said, it is a nice walk and relatively quick. However, depending on the time of year you come, if the seaweed is out like it was for us, it can get a little smelly. This is an overview of the port that's available when you first walk in. After we walked down the long pier and went through the required shop, we got lucky and actually got to see the Dance of the Flyers, the thing where they hang from the pole. After that, these are some of the major things that I wanted to point out, and the one that says bar is the restaurant and bar that you'll see later in this video that we went to. There are restaurants and bars throughout the entire port area, along with a gazillion shops. This is that mandatory duty-free shop that everyone that wants to go into the port has to walk through. It's your typical duty-free shop with alcohol and cosmetics and rum cakes and so on. And it's not that big of a store, so you can get through it pretty quickly. Right after you get through the mandatory shop, that is where you will see the Dance of the Flyers. They do it a few times throughout the day, but we just got lucky right when we got off the cruise ship is when they started. It's absolutely free. They do walk around and ask for tips, and it's not that long, but it is quite impressive once it gets going. As you can see on this map, this is where we are right now, and we're gonna walk along the top of this map all the way till you see the pool off to the side. You'll find all sorts of stores in this port. However, for the most part, you're gonna find jewelry stores and you're going to find cosmetic stores. There are also a lot of like t-shirt shops and local crafts, which is great because they tend not to be that pushy. The makeup stores are out of control. They chased Kat down every time she passed. Actually, one time when we were walking, I turned around and she was gone, and I walked backwards to see where she went, and someone had grabbed her and threw her in a chair. And I went in to see what was going on, and the lady turned Kat toward me in the chair and said, "Look at her eyes, which one's nicer?" And I couldn't tell the difference. So we got up and left, and then Kat's eyes started watering for probably an hour after that, and she couldn't get them to stop watering because of what they put on her eyes. This is the big pool that's available to people that get off the ships here. This pool is salt water, and there are a whole bunch of lounge chairs and swim up bars and all sorts of things. If you're going to use the lawn chairs, they do expect you to buy either drinks or food from them when you're sitting in them. But when we got off the cruise ship in the morning, and it wasn't that early, there was no one there, and it didn't get crowded until the afternoon. I don't know why it would get crowded then, because at that point it was so hot. I would think it would be much more pleasurable to go swimming, not necessarily in the middle of the day, but towards the evening or earlier before noon when it wasn't so hot out. But that's just me. As you can see when we're walking along, there are a variety of shops, and at the very end of this video I show actual pictures of every single shop that is in this port. I'm sure I missed a couple, but for the most part I got all of them. So if you want to see every single one, just stick to the end. Now we are all the way down by the Flamingos. This building on the other side of the Flamingos is where you enter the bird aviary. In addition to all the jewelry and makeup stores, there is a gelato shop, and I have to say the gelato was fantastic. And this is the bar that we went to. This bar was great because the views of the cruise ship and of the water were outstanding. However, again, if you're there when there's a bunch of seaweed, the smell was a little bad. The bird aviary is a walking path that's actually up above the port. So the actual birds are in exhibits that are on top of the buildings, and all the buildings are connected with walkways, aerial walkways. And it was quite nice. It was, I believe, $17 US when we went. And what's great is it takes you all the way out, almost over the water, and you can get some amazing views of the cruise ship. This is the Dolphin Encounter that they have in the port. What's nice about this encounter compared to a lot of other ones I've seen is they have all sorts of different encounters with different price points. And now starts a tour of every single store in the port. Costa Maya's prime location on the world's second largest barrier reef makes it a paradise for diving and water sports. The crystal clear water invites you to explore the vibrant marine life beneath the surface, which is a truly unforgettable experience. And for those of you who prefer land-based activities, Costa Maya is making strides in the golf industry, offering lush green courses that challenge and delight golfers of all skill levels. But Costa Maya's journey hasn't always been smooth sailing. In 2007, the port was devastated by Hurricane Dean, a Category 5 storm that caused significant damage to the infrastructure. The recovery process was very long, further complicated by economic downturns and social challenges. But eventually it came back and has shown remarkable resilience. Today, Costa Maya stands as a testament to this resilience, having bounced back, and it has become a major cruise ship destination in the Caribbean. As you disembark from your ship, you'll step into the story of triumph over adversity, a place where the spirit of Mexico's Yucatan region shines brightly. If you enjoyed this video or got anything out of it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We do lots of port tours, long form travel vlogs, in-depth videos on all sorts of things and everything travel related. Enjoy and see you next time.